Hello, party people. My name is Erin Elizabeth Wernberg. Thank you for being here with me today. I really appreciate it. This week I'm going to be talking about this idea of how do I reconnect with what serves me. So first I want to define what is serving, what serves me. That means which things connect you to your higher self, which things help you show up as your best self, which things help you feel light and able to navigate this world in a way that you are fully showing up as your best self, for yourself, for others, for everyone, for all of existence. So that's what serving and reconnecting to the service means. So you can use this in two ways. One, when you're trying to figure out big picture stuff. So how do I reconnect to what serves me if you're thinking of what could be my next career move, or how should I navigate this relationship, or like a bigger decision, but also the day-to-day things. You can also use these tips of, I'm going to give you 3 tips, these tips of how to reconnect with what serves you when you're just going through your day-to-day life. Like if you have a day where you're in a funk, or a day where you just feel like, what is this vision that's pulling me? I got disconnected from it, how do I find it again? What can I do? So those 3 tips you can either use for a day-to-day thing, a larger picture, any and all in between. Sometimes I use it when I set goals for the month, when I think about what I want to accomplish in the week. There's plenty of ways to use this, but the 3 ways of how to reconnect with what serves you is the important part of the video. So first is the very most simple thing. I really believe that our childhood selves are still here. We still have our inner child. And that helps guide us to make these smart decisions, because children are closest to source and closest to all the truth of the universe. And so I always suggest people to ask themselves, what was I drawn to as a child? What did I like to do when I was a child? What did I like to learn about? How did I like to play? What did I like to do? Which things really excited me? So when you can list those things, maybe it was reading about insects, maybe it was going out in the woods, maybe it was hula hooping, maybe it was riding your bike, maybe it was whatever. So think of those things and then think about ways you can access them now. If you have access to the internet, which I'm assuming you do because you're watching this video, you can just YouTube whatever thing is and watch it and calm you down. I love animals. I YouTube baby animal videos all the time. It makes me feel calm and happy again. So you can have access to any of those things. So just think about where did you draw to as a child. I have a hula hoop in my office, in my other room, and I hula hoop when I get stressed out every 5 minutes. Go for a walk. Anything like this. Second thing is thinking about, what are you moved by? So which things, when I say moved by something, I mean which things you hear them, or you hear someone talking about them, or you read about it and it just sticks in your gut. You know what I'm talking about? You just hear these things and they just are like, yes, and it just acts as a catalyst and you get motivated to be your best self or do something around this. So notice what things you're moved by and then try to absorb some of that information. So if it's health and fitness information, listen to a podcast. If it's reading about the earth, then go check out a book from the library about the earth. Read about space. Listen to a podcast about humor. I mean, whatever it is that moves you and kind of pushes you to want to take action towards stuff, that's really important to pay attention to. And again, you can judge it by feel your body, your electricity wakes up and you're like, oh my god, I have to go do this, okay? So that's a way to identify that. And then the third one is notice which types of people or which characteristics in people you think about the most. And this could be either in a loving way or a not so loving way, because a loving way is, I think that's great. A not so loving way is you want to be loving towards it, but you haven't given yourself that yet, and so you attack it in other people. And so what you need to notice, which things you are noticing in other people. So for me, I love fashion and I love how I look and all this. And for me, when I was in a really unhealthy place, I noticed I would judge what people were wearing so much because I wasn't giving myself the expression to wear what I wanted to wear and look like how I wanted to look like. So for me, I had to wake up, take responsibility for myself, and not do that anymore, first of all. And then second of all, let myself explore fashion as an option for me and something that I love. And when you notice and pay attention which things you're noticing in other people, that's what you want, and your brain recognizes that you can have that for yourself, but you just aren't giving it to yourself yet. So to recap, the 3 tips: first is, what were you drawn to as a child? Second is, what are you moved by? And third is, what are you noticing in other people in a loving way or a non-loving way? Let me know in the comments below which of these things